Good morning, good morning, good morning. Uh, we're late today. 1 moment. I'm here in the shed, so I hope I have a good signal here. I have a problem with signal here. So, yeah, I was able to wake up early this morning, but I have to follow what my body says, because I sleep late at night. Kaya talagang it's so hard for me to wake up. I only have, I sleep at almost 2 a.m. No? Kaya I cannot wake up in the morning. It's so hard. No? But anyway, it's my day off today. Kaya sabi ko, oh, maybe I still have to do my live. No? Very important for me. And anyway, don't worry if somebody is there or not. I'm doing this for me, for my own sake. Because I'm trying to discipline my body to uh, begin the day with the right attitude of gratitude. Okay? So once again, good morning everyone. Bonjour. Ohayo gozaimasu. Jumachimayo. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Maray na aga. Maayong buntag. Nagsapa na yung bagsapat tayo amin. Naragsak. Gawin sa yagsapat ako amin. So, my morning gratitude is, again, I'm grateful to wake up healthy and alive, refreshed. Although napuyat ako, but I sleep a little. I sleep a little more. Instead of waking up this morning, I have to say, oh, I have to follow my body. When your body says no, you have to follow. Of course, I can still do it. I still wake up at 5 a.m. But what happened? Yeah, I feel groggy because I don't have enough sleep. Kasi sabi ko, I have better sacrifice this one. Because even though I maintain the time to always wake up at 5, but if I cannot discipline my time on the evening to sleep earlier, then magsasuffer din yung body ko eh. No? Kaya I have no choice but to follow my body. No? And if you cannot follow your body, what happened? You cannot function well. No? Because recycling and how do you call this? Repairs and rejuvenating yourself is through sleep. You can recover yourself through sleep. If you don't sleep well enough, you don't fully recover, what happened? You cannot function well. No? So you cannot perform more. No? That's why, you know, for the sake of having a better performance on the day or having a better lively day, I better, sacrifice um, my routine of waking up early in the morning. So that depends on my sleep time. Okay. But anyway, let's mention again what we are grateful for. Again, I'm grateful for waking up this morning, healthy and alive. I'm grateful for beautiful sunny morning, the weather when I wake up. Oh my goodness. It's another day, it's another opportunity to grow and develop ourselves as human beings. So supposed to be that's how we discipline our body. No? There are many distractions. There are many things that we are busy at, but let's begin the day with the attitude of gratitude. Always, I discipline myself to always have that attitude of gratitude. And I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my wife, my children. I'm grateful for my community, and I'm grateful for you here. Okay, so thank you very much for coming. And again, let's continue our topic from the previous days, and how to deal with modern trend to restore our health. But this time, I want to talk about comparing the past and the present. You know, Comparing at least 18th century, 19th century, and 20th century. Starting from 1800 to 2000. So, what are the difference compared now? So, for me, the difference are maybe you know already. I just need to reiterate it. So, of course, before it's less freedom. Now we have more freedom. Not totally freedom, but at least we have more freedom. Before there are wars, and there are many restrictions. People can do martial law, and you cannot do anything much, or there are wars, and yeah. But now there's still war, but lesser war than before. So we are more free. Also, uh, life is harder before, right? Life is harder. Life is easier right now and more comfortable. No? That's the difference. And of course, less temptation, less distraction before. And because of that, we have more time on community. That's one thing good before. So less distraction. And like I remember when I don't know if I'm 9 years old. No? I was somewhere in Balatok before. And, my parents went to work. My father went to work, and I'm just alone at home. And nothing to do, nothing to do. And I want to play kite. I want to make a kite made out of paper, but there's no even paper, So I just grab some stick, and I'm just playing in the grass, in the bush, So whatever I do, so almost nothing to do. But this time, my brother's kids, when I visit them, there's a big screen there, and there's even a cell phone, and they're busy doing what other things, and the kids are busy on the cell phone, on the TV, and whatever is there, and it becomes a babysitter. Technology becomes a babysitter. That's the disadvantage. Technology gives us more information, but if you don't know how to manage technology, it's also a bad, also a very bad effect on us. Okay, and it promotes isolation actually. So you are more on technology, and that prevents you of having less and less more attachment relationship with other people, especially young kids. Young kids, one or even earlier than that. This one, they grow through attachment. Kids can grow healthier if they are more attached to their parents, by touching, by kissing, by hugging, like that. By the parent being present there. But now both parents are working, and here in America, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, at least before 3 months, but now there are people even 3 weeks, they already go back to work. No, the kids need more time for them to grow. They need more time for them to grow. They need more attachment. That's why there's so many problems in our kids today, because the need was not provided by the parents. Okay, so Dr. Gabor Mate said, at least 2 years, you have to be with the children. You have to be with when you give birth, the children needs at least 2 years of attention, 2 years of always being present with the kid. Otherwise, the kid will seek for other ways to satisfy that need, the need for attachment. The need for attachment is important for the growth of the baby. Okay. And that's the difference before and then now. One good advantage before is parents have more time with the kids, less distraction, so they have more time. And also we have more time with each other before, even though life is difficult before, but people spend more time with each other. So community before are stronger compared now. No? So now, because of technology, we have less time for each other. We have more distraction. And because of distraction, the need for relationship become less. And because the need for relationship become less, we seek that need to other stuffs that is not sustainable. No. So we cannot control that need. We have the need to embrace, to get embraced. We have the need to, release those oxytocin, dopamine, endorphin, serotonin, those happy hormones in our body. You know? So oxytocin is, they call it love hormone. Relationship with other people, loving, caring, hugging like that, husband, wife, hugging, kissing, even sex, those promotes oxytocin in the body. Community, social, face-to-face relationship, those promote uh, good, healthy, what do you call this? Healthy body, healthy mind, you know, overall health. Okay, and relationship with the parent, relationship with the uncles, aunties, relationship with the teachers, instructors, that is through respect. Those kind of relationship, you release serotonin. And that is a good thing for us. We need to experience those ones. We need to experience a relationship with our parents through attachment. That's why that needs to be developed when we're young. And through community, we need to develop these ones. But because of so many distractions, you know, we have less and less time on those. But still, the need is still there. Even though we have less and less time on those, the need is still there. You know? And if we cannot satisfy those needs, that's the time we become addicted. We try to seek that comfort through food, through social network, through pornography, through substance, drug addiction. Addiction, what we understand about addiction is simply about drug addiction, those illegal drugs we take it. But actually, addiction can be many things. Addiction can be cell phone addiction. Addiction can be Facebook addiction. Addiction can be food, you know, pornography. What else? Addiction, work can be an addiction. So, and this one, once we spend more time on that, become less and less, and the more we suffer. And then that's why the disease we have is actually a reflection of our difficulties, of our addiction, actually. Mostly chronic diseases are not not only because of what we eat, it's because more than that. We are longing for something that we cannot get it, and we get that through food, through uh, internet, and through many things, which give temporary relief. That's the only problem. We become addicted because we want to be comforted. We want relief. We want to be freed from pain. So we get addicted to alcohol and to cigarette and to substance abuse and to food, to many things. But it's not sustainable. Yeah, if it's not sustainable, you seek more for that one. So that's why, and also the understanding of success. People, there's so many commercials today that you need to be successful. You're wasting time on this, on that. That's why you're successful. You need to be focused. But success, majority, is something to do with money. So let's say, for example, Elon Musk and Bill Gates and some other, billionaires, we treat them as successful people. Yes, successful people on one aspect, but that they're not successful as husband. Many of them are not really successful as husband or wife. Okay, and they sacrifice because they're not successful because they sacrifice the time to develop that relationship. They put more their time on work, which is unbalanced. It's unbalanced. Probably they're happy at some certain point, but they're not totally happy. Okay, because they mess up some important relationship, that needs to be sustained, supposed to be. So uh, another thing that is makes before different than now is we become less informed before. you know kung ano, whatever we watch in the TV, that's all information we have. So that's why in my province in Philippines, many join the New People's Army, NPA, which is another name for the communist uh, groups. Okay, so many in the mountain province join NPA because that's all the information they get. No, they don't have TV, and if somebody came and introduced an ideology, oh, this is the thing that they only have. There's no other comparison. No. But now we become more informed, so we know more. We can learn a lot through technology, through the advancement of technology, and we can see the both good and bad. No. The only problem now is we got so many distracted on things that we are lessening the time to give importance on to to patronize or to put more our attention on things that is more important. So let's say, for example, many, even I myself, I cannot deny that. No, I myself, I'm driving, looking at cell phone, eating like that. So seems like we are too busy. you know. When we went to Japan, of course, people in Japan they are so quiet. But when we go to the train, people all are bowing like that, but they're looking at the cell phone. People are walking on their the headphone, jogging headphone. Even people in the gym, they're exercising, they're in headphone and also a screen there. If they don't have headphone, there's a screen there, TV, news. Not all news are good news, and so many distractions. When we go to the restaurant, people are on their cell phone. We have no time to talk. But if there's no cell phone, there's a big screen also in the restaurant. So many things that distract us. So difficult. No? So we are more informed on our time, but we are more distracted during our time. Before, no technology, so wala kang ano, we have no choice. But if you get bored, you have to go to your neighbor and talk to the people. No? So we have more time, and even though the only problem in Philippines on my time is I don't like schooling before. I spend more time playing. You know. But the problem for that is not all my friends are good. You know. Once we have many friends, but the bad influence of friends are is what is distracting. So we don't go to school. We prefer to play. And it's a good thing that after some time, I actually repeat on second grade, grade two. I repeat that. I think I repeat also in grade three. You know, because I like to play. I don't go to school. And that's the problem. But we enjoy playing. The only problem is we they introduce liquor. They introduce cigarette. My only advantage is that I was able to say no to those. I like the friendship. I was able to say no. but I want to be them. I want to go with them. And there are times that if you want to be friends to them, you need to join. Okay, and I overcome it. But I was not addicted. That's the only good thing that my advantage during that time. But the good thing there is, we spend more time with each other. Now, people spend more time being alone, okay, less time on relationship. And also, the need for relationship is becoming deprived. That's why we get addicted. If you get deprived on those needs, those attachment, there's possibility of addiction. That's why more people on our time are more sick than before. Even though people before, they die of war, they die of injury, they die of infection. Less chronic diseases. Now, still people die of war, still there are wars going on. Some people still die of infection, but lesser because of technology, advanced medical technology. Uh, And also people die of injury. Difference is more chronic diseases our time because of so many toxic, uh, so many toxic that we uh, feed our brain, so many toxic that feed our mouth, and because of that, those addiction, those needs that are deprived, and we supplement difficulty maintaining. We have the choice. We have the choice to go here or that. Like for example, when you buy your food, when you go to the grocery, there's so many temptation. The middle aisle are more ultra processed food, but we do have the choice. We have the choice to go there, or we have the choice to go to how do you call this? Produce food. We have the choice to cook our own food, or we have the choice to just call and order online. You know? We have the choice to eat in the restaurant, or we have the choice to cook our own food. You know? But the best choice is to cook our own food. The best choice is to eat food that we found in nature. Okay, so if you look at those animals, they are healthier because they live in accordance to what is in nature. You know, what is in nature is healthier. Meat, fish, vegetables, fruits, those are found in nature. Those food that has no label. Okay, so and then lessening the time for distraction, lessening the time for work even. So it's so hard, but at least we have to give some time. Let's say, for example, if you work 40 hours a week, you know, why don't you find ways on? Of course, it's difficult this time, but uh, if you cannot lessen that one, but at least lessen other activities so that you can have more time on relationship. Many of us go to work, come home already tired and then go to sleep. We don't have time for the playing for kids. We have time. We don't have time for our wives. We don't have time for our community. You know? That's the problem. And then you don't know the whole week's over already. We spend the whole week just working, and the rest of the time we spend it for cell phone. Okay. Of course, also through communication, we use this. I use most of the time communication and for information purposes. But the problem is the face-to-face communication, the face-to-face relationship is far different than just talking to your friend in the cell phone. Okay, it's very far different. No, there's no feeling. You try to have meeting through Zoom and try to have meeting with the presence of people. It's so different. And also before during uh, COVID, people do online graduation, and there's no feeling. There's no feeling. Of course, better than nothing, but you know, it's still far different than when you go to some place for graduation. The feeling is more fulfilling. You know? That's why so many people get sick during pandemic, not only because of COVID, but because of isolation. Whether we like it or not, we are social beings. We need the relationship. We need the relationship. We cannot live without it. So the kid, it's not enough to just feed your children and provide them education, provide them uh, drives to go to ride to go to school. You know? They need uh, attachment. They need relationship. They need hug. They need kisses. That's part of their growth. We have to provide those. Without those, you know, they will not live a normal life. Okay, because these are need, whether we like it or not. It's a need because we are social beings. Look at the fish. Look at the animals. They themselves, they have, they spend time playing. They spend time running. They spend time resting. They don't always work, work, work. They don't always eat, 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 eat. Okay. Of course, there are animals that mostly they spend time eating. Those vegetarian animals like cow. Because if you're vegetarian, you have to eat more because you have to. There's not enough nutrients if you just eat 3 times a day. If you're vegetarian. Mm. So that's why they keep on eating more. But those carnivorous, they just eat. And like a lion, there are lions that didn't eat for 7 days, 5 days. Fasting is normal for them. Intermittent fasting is normal for them. And if you look at those lions, some on animals, sometimes they die for injury. Some probably a little sickness, but there's no animals that die of heart disease, diabetes, cancer. Only people, no, because we put more toxic in our body. That's why uh, if you go to the park, it says don't feed the animals. It means those food that we have is toxic to them. When we do experiment, we use animals. We are no different in the physical body with the animals. So what is good for them is also good for us. So I read when I go to park here, it said, don't feed the animals because if you feed the animals, they get sick of diabetes, they become malnourished, they become. And then they're describing whatever they're describing to the animals of not feeding them. They are describing what we are getting, what disease we are getting. You know? We become malnourished, we have heart disease, we have diabetes. And I was surprised, oh, animals can also get heart disease, animals can also have diabetes, only if they eat what we eat. you know That's why we are getting sick. No? So let's go back to nature. Let's sustain our health by going back to nature. I myself, I ate ultra processed food also, but trying to lessen and trying to control. I want to eat more on natural food, you know, fruits, vegetables, meat, fish, like that. Simple. So go to produce section when you go to the restaurant, grocery. Go to produce section and don't eat because many people are now too busy that they don't have time to cook. But you know, if we just order, people they don't care what they put in the food. They care more on the taste of the food. You know? They care more on making the food so addictive, even though it's already poisoning us. So long as they make it so delicious, so addicting that you want to buy more again, second time, the third time. You know? So that's what I told you before. If there's a restaurant that promotes health, you know, it when we promote health and you use everything that is natural, of course, you attract customers who are uh, on health. But not so many people are like those. You know? So you lose business actually. So it's bad business. So they have no choice, but they have to find ways to make uh, the food so delicious that they even put even a lot of additives that is not healthy to us. So as much as possible, you know, I don't say we don't go to restaurant anymore, but at least we still have to use our kitchen. We still have to cook our own food because we know what we put there. You know? So and also avoid those uh, bad oils. Canola oil, vegetable oil, those are bad oil. And all seed oils. So use olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. These are healthier. Okay. Okay. So I think we have to continue this next time. I have no choice but to go to the garage because the signal is better there than here. You know, in here I have problem with the signal actually. I am in a shed, a little far from our house. The internet is pickup is you know, weaker. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for coming. I'll see you again tomorrow. God bless everyone.